Hey guys, so Diablo 4 early release came out a few days ago. I was able to get playing it for a few hours here, got to level 15. So I'm going to talk about my five favorite things that I like about this new Diablo, what's different from it and other action RPGs that kind of really stuck out to me, and why I think you guys should give it a chance and play it. Number one, so when you back in the old Diablos, you would, you pick up all this gear and all this stuff, and you kind of, you go back, you sell it, whatever, and it just fills up your bags, and you got to use the town portal a million times, and kind of gets cumbersome and annoying. But here, what you can do in Diablo 4 is there's something else you can do with it, and that's salvage. So now, and they actually made it real simple with all these kind of click buttons. So you can salvage your inventory real quick here, and what it does, so we salvage this and it gives us these materials, and the materials also have a tiered system, like there's the gray, the blue, legendary, rare, all that other stuff. So the higher rarity that you salvage, the more likely you are to get cool stuff like this. And then what you do with that material is you upgrade your items. So again, depending on the tier of that item is how hard, how much material cost it's going to be to upgrade. So for example, I already upgraded this, and it's got 1 out of 3 upgrades, and it costs 8 of the blue material, and 33 of the gray, and a little bit of gold. And then it tells you here in the green what it's going to upgrade, and it just adds, it's just adding that little bit of extra edge, which is going to make all that much more difference in late game. So I really appreciate that. Another thing, and we'll kind of stick with the crafting and everything here, is the consumables and quest items are not overlapping or stacking with your equipment items, which is really nice because you get all these quest items and these consumables and your potions and whatever, and it's not bogging down this. Same thing for materials. These are in here, and they're not even overlapping these consumables or quest items or whatever, and it's all neatly put here, and it kind of tells you the things that you can get. So yeah, super cool. I really like that. The UI is real simple and smooth with all of that. So that's number one. Number two is the potion system. So before, you used to have a million potions, and again, it would bog down your consumables and your equipment, your gear, right? And there'd be so many different tiers and all that. But now you get 4 max, and they're instead of the 1, 2, 3 before, that's just on this Q here. So you just click Q, and I'm sure you can change that to whatever button you want, but Q is super simple for me. And then every 10 levels or so, you get to upgrade that healing potion to the next one. And then also, something that's new is resource and herb gathering. So you can gather flowers and ore and other things like that, but you can gather these plants and create elixirs and potions, and these give you buffs for a certain amount of time. But this is something that's new and different, which I really appreciate as well. Number 3 is going to be the map. So the map here is a bit different than the other Diablo maps, because you can zoom out, you can see all of these special areas that you're going to. It's got, where, hey, if you want to follow the storyline, you can follow the storyline. These are the campaign quests here and here, and then, there's one over here if you want to make it down there. And then it shows you these other side quests. And these side quests give you greater renown with the city, and they can give you other special items and things like that. So one of those special items being these codexes And so when you do specific things like here, when you defeat this little mini dungeon, you get this special aspect, and that just is a world buff, or a constant buff that you keep on, passive, I should say, and then you can look and see all of those kinds. So yeah, that's something that I really like about the new map system, is it's a lot more interactive, there's a lot more to do, there's more side quests, it's not just that main quest that you're following. You can get renown with certain places, which gives you buffs with those places, and then allows you to do more.
Say, where are those girls of yours? Finally ran off to play night.
So,
They left for Corvalar this
and then also
morning.
you can have them tracked as well, which is nice. Number 4 is going to have to be mounts. Any game system with mounts, truly appreciate, and especially here, so I'm not high enough level to be able to get them, but each town has these stable masters, and then you basically go there, and then you have to be, there's very specific things you have to do to be able to get these, certain levels you have to have, but yeah, you can do armor, cosmetic armors, and things like that, so that's really cool, and that's something new that we haven't seen on any Diablos before, and I think that's going to add a lot to the game, a lot of cosmetics to the game, being able to move around faster, and basically being able to flex on your friends and other people in the server, which is really what role-playing games is all about, right? It's about that flex. Okay, and then number 5 is going to be the UI for the spells. So Diablo has kind of gone back and forth with the way that they do things throughout, 1, 2, 3, and now 4, and I really like what they landed on here. And that you've got your main spells, your main attack spells, which for me as a necromancer is kind of a buff to my weapon, and then a side spell here. And then how that works is the skill tree. In the beginning, you can pick one of 4, and these one of 4 is going to go here. These one of 4 is going to go here. This is a core skill, and this is a basic skill. And then as you go down, there's separate other ones you can pick and choose, other skills, and those land in here. And there's 4 major ones, and then you can ultimately pick which ones you want to use and keep, and then you can upgrade those if you want, or you can do buff upgrades as well. But I really appreciate this. It's clean and it's simple, but it's interactive. You can change it, you can pick, you can add buffs, you can upgrade to certain ranks and tiers. So that's really nice to see, and I'm really glad that they did it that way, because it just keeps the game simple and smooth, but it also doesn't take away from the skills and ability, and it doesn't make it too hack and slash. But anyways, so those are my 5 favorite things about this, just from a beginning perspective. Obviously we haven't made it to end game or anything like that. I'm only level 15. There's not really much to see. And I'll probably do 5 more as we get a little deeper into it, but those are just, top 5 kind of UI situations that I really appreciate about this. Thanks for watching. If you like what you saw, like and subscribe, and yeah, have a great day.